Good afternoon, Copeland Wildcats. It is Monday, March 30th, and it is time for WCES at home. I hope you guys had a fabulous weekend. I actually had a very good weekend myself. We got a lot done around the house, working on our screen porch, as I told you before, working on some yard work, planted some flowers. So I got a lot of stuff done, and I really, really enjoyed my weekend. Um, but I have some great things to share with you guys today on today's episode, so I hope you stay tuned for all the announcements that I have for you guys. First things first, I know you've probably seen on your social media things, lots of schools are doing these little drive around parades so that you guys can see us and we can see you because we miss you so much. Well, we have planned one for our school as well. If you go to the Copeland website, you can see our poster right there. It's on the Copeland website. It is going to be this Thursday at 1 o'clock p.m. We are going to drive around the Copeland neighborhoods. We're going to try to get as much of the Copeland area as possible. But, sit on your front porch, wave to us as we drive by. Many of the teachers and staff members as possible are going to participate. You may not see everybody, but we're going to try our best to make sure as many people are there as possible. So, hey, if you're interested in watching your teachers drive by and wave to you and scream at you, then go ahead and sit outside your house on this day, Thursday, April 2nd at 1 p.m., and you can see our Copeland drive-through quarantine parade. All right, I hope you guys are excited about that. I'm sure it's going to be a fun experience for all of us. All right, are you ready for our awesome activities that I have found for you guys today? All right, so I saw this first one, and then I have a couple others to share with you, but the activity I have decided to share with you guys today is a scavenger hunt. All right, this particular one was shared with me. It's a website called Primary Playground, and I will, again, share this on our Distance Learning resource page. But doing a scavenger hunt at home can be a really fun way to integrate the things that we're learning, our critical thinking skills, and have a little fun and movement at the same time. You can have a scavenger hunt just in your house. You can have it in your front yard or your backyard if you have that option. But on this particular page, Primary Playground, there's lots of examples of some scavenger hunts that you don't have to come up with on your own. There's a St. Patrick's Day scavenger hunt. There's a backyard scavenger hunt. Five Senses, spring. There's lots of different options here. The rainbow scavenger hunt. So depending on what grade you're in, you might can pick ones that are a little bit more challenging for you. There's even a book one here and a math one. So there's something for every age group, from your kindergartners to your fifth graders. There's some scavenger hunts you can do. And then on top of that, there are other kinds of scavenger hunts too. So there's basically two ways you can do a scavenger hunt. There's the list style, which I just showed you, which it gives you a list of things and you have to go and find each thing on the list to complete the scavenger hunt. Or there's ones like clue scavenger hunts, where the first clue leads you to the next clue and then so forth and so forth. Here's a page right here called schooltimesnippets.com. And these are some scavenger hunts like that. And it has several ideas at the bottom. It's one of these. I think you click these right here. I'm sorry. But anyways, different ideas of things that you can do. For example, last Easter, when we gave my son his car. Yes, I know, my teenage son. We gave him his car. We made him work for it, so we put up a scavenger hunt for him. It was on Easter. So each egg that he found had a clue in it. And he had to figure out where in the house the clue was leading him to go in order to find the next clue. And then, of course, the last egg on his hunt was the egg with the car keys in it, and he had to find the car. So that was pretty fun. But scavenger hunts can be very, very fun. They can still exercise your skills and be a fun way to kind of get up and get around and practice. Now, if you want there are web virtual scavenger hunts, so you can search up information on the web, and you can Google the word scavenger hunt at home, and you can find tons of stuff, guys. This last one I'm going to show you is really cool. You can go to Google Earth which, guys, I love Google Earth. It is a very cool website. It used to be something you had to download on your computer, but now you can access it straight from the web. And look at the little things here as advertising, the world's most detailed globe. And the pictures behind it are actual satellite images of places around the world. And Google Earth is basically this big digital Earth. Okay, it's this big digital globe that you can look at and see real images of places all over the world. And it is like the coolest thing. If you can't go there, you can go there with Google Earth, and it's the next best thing. Now, if you're on this page, you just type in Google Earth, and it'll come up in the search, and it's the first thing. You just click on it. And right down here at the bottom, you're going to click Launch Earth. And it shows you right off the top some things that you can do with Google Earth. So if you have no idea where to start, Google Earth right here, when they're just loading, is going to give us some ideas. Like I said, I love Google Earth. I Googled my house so I could see my house from above, and that was kind of fun. Oh, it's not going to tell me my 5 things again. Okay, because I was on here earlier. The first time you go on Google Earth, it gives you some options. It says you can use the search bar right here to type in specific places. You can use Voyager right here, which gives some ideas of places to visit. You can click any one of these. It will take you to that place on the globe, and you can learn about that place. There is these are called knowledge cards, where you can click on an area, and if there is a knowledge card about that area, you see this one is zooming in on a place in Turkey, which is a country over in Europe and Asia. Okay, so you can see that it zooms in on this town for you, and there's some cards here that you can read about, and you can read a little bit more about the place. You can click on it, and if there's more pictures, they'll show you more pictures. Not all of them have all of these options, but the more you zoom in, the more you can find out. So you can, you see a little dot right there, that's showing you that's what it's talking about. Arek is a little city in Turkey. And you can zoom in on it. It's not doing it right now for me because I've got a lot of things on my computer running right now. But you can zoom in and see the buildings from above. Some of them have street view, where you can zoom down to where it looks like you're actually standing on the streets, and you can see it from that angle. So that is really cool as well. So see, I'm zooming in, and I can zoom real close and see those cities, the city from above. And you see right here, there's a little dots, these little markers. You can click on that, and it gives you more information about that item that you just clicked on. Okay, so this is a school. And then right here, this is a mosque, so it's like a church or a temple. Okay, and you can continue to zoom around and look, and some places will give you the option to do that street view, like I told you. Not all of them will. I can't seem to find a street view right here, but it's a really cool thing to experience, guys. You can measure distance. You can build a project. You can do a scavenger hunt where your mom or dad can help you think of places you'd like to research, or they can give you clues about places, and you find them on the globe, and then you can look at them and you can study them. You can read the little knowledge cards about them. It is very, very cool. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to do one more search for you guys on Google Map, and I'm going to type in 1440 Jackson Road. Does anyone know where that's at? That's our school. So I'm going to zoom in and watch how Google Earth does it. It's going to fly away to the other side of the world. It's going to zoom in right there to where we live in Augusta. And look, there's our school, guys, up from above. How cool is that? And you can see all the neighborhoods around it. You can see where we're at. It's very, very cool. Now, this is not a live image, okay? So it's not going to show you people moving around. These are all images that have been taken by satellite, and they are updated regularly. They take updated satellite pictures regularly and add them to us. As you can see, this has been changed since they updated our school. There's the extra classrooms on the end there. But you can see the neighborhoods around it and our school and everything else. So it's really, really cool to explore Google Earth. I have used Google Earth to see landmarks around the world, to see places where in history where things used to be and compare them to where they are now. So Google Earth is just a really, really cool thing that you can do on your computer while you're at home trying to learn and find something to do. Okay, so those are my 2 suggestions for you guys today. I want you to try to think of a scavenger hunt you can do. And if you have the technology available to explore Google Earth, I encourage you to do that because Google Earth is awesome. I love Google Earth. And scavenger hunts are always a lot of fun. I love doing scavenger hunts. When we go to an event called the Relay for Life, which I raise money for at our school with our birthday marquee, the Relay for Life, a lot of times those teams there will have scavenger hunts, and that's a lot of fun too. You got to run around all the different campsites and find items and take pictures of things to prove that you found them. Scavenger hunts are a lot of fun. So if you're interested in learning more about scavenger hunts, just Google scavenger hunt at home on your computer, or phone, or tablet, and find some ideas of things to do. I will post those 2 resources that I showed you for scavenger hunts on the distance learning page once the show is over, as well as the link to Google Earth if you want to check that out as well. Please note that the Google Earth will work better or worse depending on your internet connection and the memory capability of your device. Okay, but they have done a lot of work on it since Google Earth came out, so that it is user friendly and works well for lots and lots of users. Okay, it's very cool. I'm sorry I can't keep talking about it. I love Google Earth, right? Can you tell? But okay, so we've learned a lot in today's show. We learned that there's going to be a Copeland Quarantine Parade on Thursday. I have challenged you with some scavenger hunt ideas, with some virtual and physical scavenger hunt ideas. I hope that you are continuing to write in your distance learning journal every day, telling us about what you are up to, what you are learning, what you like, what you don't like, your struggles and your successes. Don't forget, writing in a journal daily can really, really help you maintain your thoughts, your focus, and helps keep you in a positive perspective because writing things down can be very therapeutic. Don't forget, if you have any technical difficulties, you can email me, your teacher, or anyone at school, or you can post to our discussion board and someone will get back to you as soon as we can to help you work through those problems. Also, if you missed Friday's show of WCES, I did give a special presentation on technology. I talked about the different types of technology that were available for distance learning. I know some of you have been working with what you have already, such as your tablets or your phones or your computers. And I know sometimes working on a phone can be very tricky, especially if you have to use mom or dad's phone and mom and dad want to use their phone. So I gave some ideas of what you could do, of what kind of technology you could possibly purchase, perhaps, to supplement your distance learning activities. Of course, it is not required for anyone to buy technology for their home, but there are some really, really reasonable and cost-effective options that you can try that will be better than your phone and won't break the bank. Um, Last but not least, I just totally lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, okay, well, at any rate, please check out Friday's presentation on technology if you have any, if you're interested on finding out what some cost-effective technology is. You can also access that PowerPoint presentation on the Distance Learning page. That's all I have for you guys. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for WCES Live at Home. Don't forget to send me pictures of what you're doing during your distance learning so I can post them to our website or on the show. That way you don't see me my face, you can see somebody else's face, okay? All right, have a great afternoon, guys, and I'll see you later.